welcome to the MamMaw Boutique. Now in today's video, I'm going to be updating my design studio. So some of you may have seen a few months ago that I did a whole video series on my studio build. So if you haven't, you can click the link above or you can click the description below. I'll put it in both places. I've been working in the studio now for 9 months and I can really see there's just some things that aren't working and I really need to fix them. And I really feel that it will elevate the space and just bring it up a few notches and I can get it to its full working potential. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to change 5 things that will really bring it up to its full potential. And these things are actually things that you could implement in your own spaces as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the wall, the large wall, white, because what's happening, the problem is that when I'm taking photographs, when I'm filming, it's coming up like this really weird orangey brown, and sometimes my skin even looks orange. So I really don't like that. And when I'm taking pictures of my garments, my designs, they're coming up really funny. And the way I'm going to correct this is to paint it white. So I think that's going to really help with the lighting. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a gallery wall. I'm actually going to create one behind me here. So I've got some images already on there that you can see with the blue background. However, I want to create like let me show you actually. I've actually ordered some nice big prints and I'm gonna create a nice gallery wall behind there. So the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of these cut-ins, these images here, these smaller ones, and I'm gonna put them on the smaller wall over here and create like a mood board stroke inspiration board. So I'm gonna move it onto here. Let me see if I can show you. So I'm going to take all of this down and move it here so that all of those cut-ins are above here and down here. The fourth thing I'm going to do is I will be creating and making some DIY window treatments. So I'm going to sew another set of curtains. I'm going to make roller blinds, which I've never done in my life. So that's going to be interesting. The current curtains I have, I'm just going to shorten them because they're way too long and they just don't look good. The last thing I'm going to do is create a photo shoot backdrop. So I'm going to make the background for the photo shoot backdrop area. So that's the 5 things I'm going to do. So let me get on with this now. Can you see how orange the room looks now? I can see it so clearly. It looks so orange, it's ridiculous. And I know it's because of the cork walls and also the lighting. The lights that I have, they have like a yellow undertone. So that yellow undertone along with the brown cork wall is just created this weird orangey browny tint, and you can see it's all over the screen. And I know I do have the windows covered on the door and on the window as well. I know I have them covered here, but even with those opened and all the light coming in, there's still a slight browny orange tinge. So I think painting the wall will be a good idea. Well, I thought it was a good idea, but you'll see what happens later on in the video. A few mistakes. Now this is the point where I should have stopped painting, and I knew it in my heart and my gut. But I thought, let me just try something new. Let me see how it goes. You know, I need the white walls so it can be a nice, airy, bright room. So I kept on going. I kept on painting. And I quickly regretted it. Keep watching and you'll see why. Okay, so I started to paint the wall and I began to see, first of all, look at that little dot there. I need to actually tape along here first because I don't want this side to get paint on it. So that's what I need to do first before I begin to paint again. And then secondly, I began to paint along this edge here and I realized that there were some places where it was just soaking in a lot, making a complete solid white area. But then when I paint it dry, it's like this textured look. And I'm wondering if I should actually just go for this textured look and actually just do a dry paint. So from afar, it will kind of look like that there. Can you see? I'm wondering if that could be a good look, or do I just want to do a solid boring white wall? I mean, boring white wall is okay. That can work as well. Like that. That could work as well. We know that. But I'm wondering if that would be more interesting. What do you think? Yeah, comment below. Which one do you like? Textured, interesting look, or boring white wall? Okay, so I've had time to think about it and I kind of made this a bit better as far as doing a dry paint, but I don't think I like it as much now. I think, yeah, I've had time to think about it and I'm not feeling it anymore. And because it's not even white, it's like it just looks beigey. So I think I'm just going to do a solid white wall. Yeah. Like, yeah, like from afar, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a white wall. I think that's. Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere. I'm a bit concerned. I've painted some of the wall. I've painted it. I mean, from afar you can't tell, and actually in the camera you can't tell. But when you get close up, it's not quite looking how I want it. This is what it looks like close up. I'm thinking maybe because it's cork that I should have bought a wood paint instead. I don't know. I think I just got to commit to it now and just get on with it, just do it, because I've done this corner. Yeah, I am really concerned. I mean, from afar, it's okay on camera, but where I'm looking with my eyes, it's not looking that great. I think it's like the paint is just sitting on the top and I can see the paint streaks, so that's not helping. So maybe I just need to get rid of the brush strokes, sorry. Yeah, if I need to get rid of the brush strokes and see how it looks. Oh God, I don't know if I should have done this now. But the thing is, I need the light. I need light, so I have to do something. So I'm just going to commit to it and see. Okay, so I've painted this side and this side. However, I've done something a bit different on this side. I've basically used the roller brush and I'm getting this kind of textured effect, which I actually don't mind. It just gives more interest and more character, and it's actually easier to achieve this. Whereas on this side, it's like I was trying to achieve a more solid white wall, solid white block wall, but as you can see, there's like holes here, and that's going to take a lot of work to fill in. So now this side is actually too white. It's too much of a solid wall. I want it to look more like this now, I think, because it's easier to achieve and it just has more, creates a little bit of interest. So I'm gonna have to wipe some of the paint off on this side while it's still wet to get it to look like that side as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to wipe all of this off. Oh God, I hope this is gonna work. Might need to